What we have to learn to do is to apply the principles of modern Stoicism to deal with life's difficulties.
Life's journey presents us with a series of challenges and dilemmas that test our integrity and resilience. From the need to deal with differing opinions in an increasingly divided society to the responsibility to protect secrets entrusted to us, we are constantly led to reflect on our values and identity. It is during these challenging times that we discover our true nature and find opportunities for personal growth. Inspired by the teachings of modern Stoicism, we are encouraged to face these complexities with intelligence and wisdom, revealing our most authentic essence. However, it is important to recognize that not all experiences should be shared indiscriminately. Some of them deserve to be kept with care and discretion, preserving the trust and intimacy of those who shared them with us. In today's video, we'll explore 15 aspects of life that might be best kept secret. Remember that knowledge is an ongoing journey, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any opportunities to learn and grow. Also contribute your support, whether through likes or sharing your thoughts in the comments. And since I know that you are a person who is seeking wisdom daily, leave this sentence in the comments: I'm becoming the best version of myself. It is powerful to recite and reflect on this phrase of affirmation every day. So let's go to our first topic. 1. Understand, everything is transient. In the journey of life, an essential premise stands out: the understanding of the transience of all things. As the Stoics taught us, both the past and the future are ephemeral. It is the gift that deserves our attention. This is not just a lesson in ancient wisdom, but a source of inner strength. When an idea appears in our mind, it is important to contemplate it calmly. We should not seek external approval, but rather seek truth and moral integrity. The opinions of others are changeable. It is the inner voice that should guide our choices. On our journey, we must become like unshakable rocks, not to be admired by others, but because it is our true nature. Protecting and nurturing our ideas is essential. At the right time, they will find their place in the world. Always remember, the only absolute control we have is over our own thoughts and actions. Instead of worrying about the uncertainty of tomorrow, we should focus our energies on the present, at this exact moment. True purpose lies not in the distant future, but in the way we live each present moment. Cherish every moment. Immerse yourself deeply in it. Do not allow other people's opinions to excessively disturb your inner peace. Trust your intuition and follow the path that your conscience indicates is correct. If an idea or plan pops into your head, give it the time it needs to mature. Act with patience and discernment before sharing or taking action. Firmness in decisions should not be sought to please others, but rather based on our own judgment. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on your actions and consider how you could live even better the next day. Thus, each step will be a journey towards a fuller and more meaningful life. It's crucial to remember that true validation comes from within. We must trust our intuition and our own judgment rather than seeking external approval. As Epictetus said,
"Do not seek events to happen as you wish, but desire them to happen as they do, and you will be happy."
At the end of each day, we must reflect on our actions and learn from them. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you wake up in the morning, think about the preciousness of breath, life, and freedom. We must strive to live up to our highest values, constantly seeking to improve ourselves. 2. Understand what the limits are. Walking the path of self-discovery also involves recognizing and accepting our own limits. These characteristics intrinsic to our humanity should not be seen as flaws, but rather as opportunities for growth. As the wise men of the past taught us, our true strength does not lie in perfection, but in recognizing our limitations and transcending them. Imagine yourself as a warrior faced with a chink in his armor. He does not give in to despair, but rather strengthens that vulnerable area. Likewise, by confronting our limits, we discover space to grow and strengthen ourselves. However, it is crucial to reveal our vulnerability with discernment. Society often judges without understanding. Therefore, we must build an inner space where we accept and value ourselves, regardless of external opinions. In this inner sanctuary, we can explore our limits and work to overcome them, not in search of external validation, but rather to become the best version of ourselves. Let us always remember that each of us is on a unique journey of learning and self-knowledge. We should not seek validation from others, but rather find guidance in the wisdom that dwells within us. Our imperfections are, paradoxically, what makes us unique and offers us valuable opportunities for growth. Instead of lamenting or hiding our limitations, we should see them as open doors to progress. These are the challenges that, once overcome, bring us true personal fulfillment. By cultivating self-knowledge and valuing ourselves, we understand that our growth is not determined by the absence of mistakes, but rather by the ability to overcome them. When we accept our limitations and work on them with dedication and courage, we flourish in authenticity and strength. As the philosopher Seneca stated, it is part of healing to be able to bear what cannot be healed. Thus, by embracing our limits, we open the doors to a journey of self-discovery and continuous growth. 3. Privacy with financial matters. Preserving privacy about our financial affairs is as vital as taking care of other areas of our lives. The health of our finances reflects the choices and circumstances we face, deserving the same attention and caution. In times of prosperity, when we openly expose our financial situation, we run the risk of attracting those who value our assets more than our essence as human beings. We can become targets of opportunism, where people approach us with purely self-interested motives, seeking to profit from our situation. On the other hand, when facing financial difficulties, expressing these concerns openly can result in hasty judgments or unwanted sympathy. The Stoics taught us to recognize what is in our control and what is not. Although we cannot control others' reactions and intentions, we can choose what we reveal. It's wise to keep the details of our financial situation private and share them only with those we truly trust, those who can offer genuine guidance and support. Let us always remember that our worth as individuals is not tied to our bank account balance, but rather to our integrity, character, and actions. Let us seek balance in managing our finances, adopting a Stoic perspective. Let us view money as a tool to make our lives easier, not as an absolute determinant of our worth or happiness. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. By maintaining our financial privacy with discernment, we preserve our inner peace and freedom from external judgments. 4. Choose prudently when to speak. In the whirlwind of voices and opinions that surround us in the contemporary world, it is crucial to remember the importance of discerning when we should speak up and when we should simply remain silent. This constant cacophony of perspectives often turns the expression of a belief into a potential source of conflict, amplifying controversial opinions and challenging our ability to remain calm and balanced. The Stoics remind us of the responsibility we bear for our words. Before expressing a controversial opinion, it is essential to reflect on our intentions. Are we seeking to contribute positively or simply yearning to be heard? Recognizing the context and atmosphere of the environment is essential, as some opinions may not be well received or may be misinterpreted. When we feel the urge to share a controversial opinion, it's wise to pause and reflect on the purpose of the conversation and whether the timing is appropriate. We must question whether our contribution will add value to the discussion or whether it will merely fuel discord. This practice is not about silencing yourself, but rather about choosing the right moment to speak, acting with wisdom and compassion. Modern Stoics would encourage us to pursue the virtue of prudence in our interactions. Living according to this virtue means expressing our opinions not in a provocative way, but rather in an educational and enlightening way. Let us always remember that true wisdom lies in listening as much as, or even more than speaking. Cultivating the ability to choose our words carefully is essential, for as Epictetus stated, it is more necessary to control the tongue than any other member. When we choose wisely when and how to express our opinions, we promote harmony and mutual understanding in our interactions, contributing to a more compassionate and empathetic world. 5. There is no need to expose past mistakes. Our human journey is punctuated by failures and mistakes, and understanding this reality is fundamental to our personal growth. Each mistake made along the way is actually a turning point, a crucial moment that contributes to our evolution. True wisdom lies not in obsessively fixating on past mistakes, but rather in deeply understanding what those experiences have taught us. The Stoics remind us that we have no control over what has already occurred, but we can influence our present and our future based on the lessons learned from these events. Instead of focusing solely on revealing our past mistakes, it is more constructive to direct our attention to the positive transformations they have brought about in our lives. If we feel the need to discuss these mistakes, we should do so in a way that highlights the growth and resilience that emerged from these experiences. We must view our past not as a collection of failures, but as a series of valuable lessons. Let Stoic wisdom guide our vision, focusing on the value of self-transformation and the power of the present. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Only the man who does not learn from his own mistakes is foolish." When we embrace our failures as opportunities for growth, we take a significant step toward our own personal evolution and reaching our highest potential. 6. Plans for the future should not be revealed prematurely. On our journey through life, it is natural to nurture dreams, goals, and plans that drive us forward. These visions of the future often motivate us and give us direction. However, there is ancient wisdom that warns us about the importance of guarding these plans with caution, like someone guarding a valuable seed before it germinates and blossoms. Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, teach us about the prudence of protecting our aspirations and projects, especially when they are still in an early stage of development. Just as a fragile plant requires protection and care until it is ready to face the world, our plans also need a favorable environment to grow stronger. Before we share our dreams with the world, it is essential to reflect on our intentions and consider the nature of our relationships with those around us. Is it really necessary to disclose all the details of our plans at this time? Or would it be more sensible to wait until they are more solidified? Living according to the principles of Stoicism teaches us to value the present moment, but it also invites us to protect our dreams and aspirations from hasty judgment. We must cultivate our future plans with discretion and wisdom, allowing them to grow and strengthen before sharing them with the world. Let us always remember Seneca's words, "The wise man is like gold, which even when beaten remains intact, as he keeps his most precious treasures for himself." So let us protect our future plans with the same care that a goldsmith protects his jewels, until they are ready to shine before the world. How about reflecting and reciting this phrase from Seneca every day? Also be sure to comment on this video with the following secret phrase, "I will be a golden sage." 7. Protect your love life. The intimacy of our emotional relationships represents a sacred treasure in our lives, a space where we allow ourselves to be authentic and vulnerable. However, this emotional sphere can easily be threatened by the malicious comments and intrigues of others. The teachings of the Stoics remind us to value and protect our loving relationships as precious. Keeping the intimate details of your love life to yourself is one way to preserve the trust and intimacy that are so essential to the health and happiness of a relationship. It is essential to resist the temptation to share the details of our love life with those who do not have a genuine interest in our well-being. We must remember that words have the power to distort people's perceptions and can harm the reality of our relationship. If we feel the need to discuss issues related to our relationship, it is wise to choose wisely with whom to share it. Seeking guidance from close friends or qualified professionals can offer an objective perspective and constructive support. Protecting our love lives from gossip and intrigue is not just about maintaining our own peace of mind, but also about honoring the mutual trust and respect that are fundamental to a healthy, long-lasting relationship. In this way, we strengthen the foundations of love and build a solid foundation for a joint future. As Seneca recalls, a good relationship is based on trust and mutual integrity. 8. Your most ambitious goals should be kept secret. Our boldest aspirations are like precious seeds planted in the fertile soil of our inner world, patiently waiting to germinate and blossom. However, by sharing these goals with the world, we risk exposing them to outside influences that could undermine their growth or discourage our efforts. The ancient Stoics teach us the wisdom of keeping our dreams secret, protecting them from the negativity and skepticism of others. Keeping our most ambitious goals secret is a way to preserve our autonomy and freedom to pursue our dreams without external interference. We must resist the urge to seek external validation or seek approval for our goals. We must remember that true motivation comes from within, and that our journey to achieving our dreams is unique to each of us. If we feel the need to discuss our goals, we should do so with trusted people who can offer genuine support and encouragement. Seeking mentors or close friends who can share our vision and offer constructive guidance along the way is a wise choice. By keeping our most ambitious goals secret, we not only protect our personal journey, but we also preserve the integrity and authenticity of our dreams. Let us always remember Seneca's words: "It's not because things are difficult that we don't dare, it's because we don't dare that they are difficult." So let us remain firm in our goals, even if they remain secrets kept in our hearts, because that is where they will find space to grow and flourish. 9. Appreciation for good deeds. Each gesture of kindness is like a star in the firmament of virtue, a radiant glow that emanates from our true essence. It is crucial to understand that the true reward does not lie in external recognition, but in the actual achievement of doing good. Just as the stars do not cry out for attention, but silently illuminate the sky, we must preserve the purity of our good deeds, avoiding pride and vanity. A flower does not need to proclaim its beauty. It simply blooms, exuding its natural essence. Let our good deeds speak for themselves. They are the living expression of who we really are. By acting with integrity and righteousness, we align ourselves with the highest purpose of existence, becoming a positive force in the world. We should not seek external applause. Instead, we should find inner satisfaction, knowing that we are following the correct path. Every act of kindness we do contributes to making the world a better place, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those we touch. Let us silently recognize the goodness that resides within us and allow it to be the basis of our existence. We should not seek recognition for our good deeds. We must practice them because they are the true expression of our character. We must act with humility and sincerity, aware that each act of kindness contributes to a lasting legacy, not just for ourselves but for all humanity. Let us value inner kindness and find peace and purpose in every gesture of generosity. For, as the Stoic Epictetus stated, it is not the events that disturb people, but rather the judgments about those events. Let us keep our judgments aligned with goodness and virtue, and we will discover an inexhaustible source of contentment and fulfillment on our journey. 10. Be careful about sharing your fears. Fear is an innate feeling rooted in our nature that develops as a defense against real dangers. However, over time, we accumulate fears that often have no basis in reality. They can arise from past traumas, negative experiences, or the incessant churning of our minds. While it's valid to seek support and share our deepest insecurities, it's essential to be selective about who we share these fears with. It's not about hiding who we are, but about protecting our vulnerability from negative influences or unfair judgments. We must face our fears as personal challenges that require understanding and overcoming. Instead of allowing them to dominate us, we should use them as tools for self-knowledge. By recognizing them, reflecting on their origins and developing strategies to face them, we not only strengthen our ability to overcome them, but we also consolidate our personal power. By addressing our fears internally, we not only discover ways to overcome them, but we also strengthen our resilience and personal growth. This way, we can maintain control of our journey, guiding ourselves with wisdom and self-knowledge. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca stated, courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. By facing our fears with courage and determination, we find the path to a fuller and more authentic life. 11. It is essential to avoid sharing family conflicts. In the intricate fabric of family relationships, we find a complex mix of comfort and tension, of love and conflict. Each family is unique, with its own dynamics, challenges and disagreements. It's as if we were in a private garden, where each flower represents a member of the family. Each corner holds its stories and struggles. It's tempting to vent about family disagreements, seeking outside advice or sharing our hurts with friends. However, this act can expose our privacy and distort the true essence of problems. External opinions can not only further confuse the situation, but also harm the reputation and dignity of those involved. The Stoics remind us of the importance of focusing on what is within our control. Instead of airing family problems, we should deal with them internally, with calm, understanding, and empathy. If necessary, seeking professional help can offer an unbiased perspective and valuable guidance. Our actions in the midst of family conflict reflect our deepest values and principles. Instead of being dominated by the emotions of the moment, we must adopt a Stoic stance, seeing each challenge as an opportunity for growth and strengthening family ties. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus stated, it is impossible to have a peaceful life without accepting that some things are impossible to achieve. Accepting this truth allows us to cultivate serenity in family relationships, creating an environment where peace and unity can thrive. Therefore, when facing family conflicts, let us always remember the value of family harmony and integrity, prioritizing them over the fleeting and often distorted opinions of the outside world. By doing so, we can turn challenges into opportunities for growth and strengthen the bonds that unite us. 12. Talking about health must be with the right people. In current times, valuing and understanding the importance of our well-being, both physical and mental, are fundamental. However, the way society deals with these issues varies between full understanding and stigmatization. Of the Stoics remind us of the need to know ourselves as rational beings, which includes understanding our physical and mental states. However, sharing these intimate aspects of our health requires discernment. Not all interlocutors are ready to respond empathetically or offer helpful advice. Therefore, it is wise to choose who to share this sensitive information with. When facing challenges related to our health, it is essential to remember that we have the autonomy to decide when, how, and with whom to discuss the matter. Before opening our hearts, it is important to reflect on the interlocutor's intentions and ability to understand and offer support. Following the Stoic path means recognizing that while we can't control every aspect of our health, we do have control over how we respond and share our journey. We find a balance between vulnerability and discretion, protecting our serenity and dignity. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us, health is the greatest human wealth. Taking care of our physical and mental health is investing in our most valuable well-being. We must cultivate a conscious and compassionate relationship with our own health, finding a balance between sharing and preserving our intimacy, always seeking serenity and dignity in all circumstances. And for personal reflection and a reaffirmation of self-love, I invite you to share the phrase in the comments, "I have self-love," or "My health is my priority." 13. Secrets of my neighbor. When someone shares a secret with us, it is a gesture of trust that deserves our deepest respect and discretion. Other people's secrets are like treasures entrusted to us, and it is our responsibility to guard them carefully. Taking on the role of guardian of someone else's secret implies honoring and protecting that trust. Even when faced with temptation or pressure, it is essential to maintain our integrity and respect the privacy of others. The teachings of the Stoics remind us that our actions not only reflect a moment, but also define our character. By respecting other people's secrets, we show gratitude for the trust we have been given and strengthen our own integrity. It is through these acts of silence and respect that true bonds are built and maintained. If we feel tempted to reveal a secret entrusted to us, we must remember the wise words of the Stoics and the responsibility we carry. Respecting the privacy of others, just as we value our own, is a fundamental principle. May compassion and virtue guide us in all our actions, always reminding us of the sacred value of trust and the importance of preserving the secrets entrusted to us. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, true friendship can only exist between people who have secrets from each other. Otherwise, people who have secrets can't be real friends. 14. Your personal achievements are your treasures. Our journey through life is full of moments of achievement and triumph, the result of our effort, dedication, and resilience. However, not all of these victories need to be proclaimed to the world. Sometimes it is more meaningful to preserve humility and modesty by keeping these precious treasures for yourself. The ancient Stoics teach us about the importance of cultivating the virtue of humility. They remind us that true achievements lie not only in tangible achievements, but also in the integrity and character we develop along the way. By remaining silent about our personal achievements, we avoid falling into the trap of excessive pride and cultivate a posture of serenity and equanimity. By keeping your personal achievements to yourself, you not only protect your own integrity, but you also recognize the intrinsic value of each individual journey. Instead of seeking external approval, reserve these moments of success for those who truly care about you and genuinely celebrate your progress. After all, it is these authentic connections that truly enrich our journey. Always remember the wise words of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to what happens that matters. By keeping your personal achievements to yourself, you honor not only your own efforts, but also the depth of your character and the goodness of your actions. 15. Don't reveal your worries and anxieties. Worries and anxieties are like shadows that accompany our journey, reflecting our uncertainties and fears about the future. Although they are inevitable, keeping these feelings to yourself is essential to preserving our inner peace and serenity. The ancient Stoics teach us to cultivate the virtue of resignation in the face of circumstances beyond our control. By keeping your worries and anxieties to yourself, you recognize the transitory nature of these feelings and avoid feeding them with excessive attention. To share your concerns with people who don't have the ability to offer constructive support or understand your situation. Not everyone is prepared to deal with other people's emotional burdens, and sharing your worries with them can increase your stress and anxiety. If you feel the need to discuss your concerns, choose carefully who to share them with. Seek support from close friends, family, or qualified professionals who can offer an objective perspective and constructive support on your journey. By keeping your worries and anxieties to yourself, you strengthen your emotional resilience and ability to face life's challenges with courage and determination. Always remember the words of Epictetus: "It's not the things themselves that disturb us, but the vision we have of them." By choosing to deal with your worries consciously and privately, you find true inner peace that transcends the difficulties of the moment. These 15 rules offer a timeless guide for dealing with the many aspects of life, from self-reflection to interpersonal communication. By applying the principles of modern Stoicism, we can connect more deeply with our inner wisdom and the world around us. If you enjoyed this content and want more tips on how to apply Stoicism in your daily life, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. If you are not yet subscribed, also leave a like and share your reflections in the comments. Your participation is essential for us to continue bringing relevant and inspiring content. And don't forget to share this video so that more people can be reached by this enriching content. I'll wait for you in the next video. See you later.